Take us through, because I know you did write something about Jalen Green. Take us through what you found out about him, what kind of excites you and what you think about Jalen Green. That's another one of the guards that the Cavs might be looking at 3. The mock drafts are kind of all over the place. There isn't a consensus, too. Some have Green, some have Mobley. So, it's kind of up in the air as to who the Cavs might find available there at 3.
Yeah, what I'll say about that before I dive into Green a little bit is obviously it's contingent on the Rockets because they could legitimately take any of those 3 guys. I don't see a situation where I can see why they would take Mobley, why they would take Green, why they would take Suggs. They all make perfect sense because of where they are in the rebuild. So the Cavs are kind of in that, position where you just kind of take one of the 2 guys that's left. But what excites me about Green is he has electrifying scoring ability. There's scouting reports out there that he plays like Clyde Drexler. And if you're getting a player that's can be close to a Clyde Drexler, I don't know if he could be that good, but when you have a guy who plays like that, that's tremendous. You're looking for a guy with alpha scoring ability who can attack the basket very well. He's aggressive. He's got an improving 3-point shot. I think he's got defensive ability as long as he grows into his frame. And we talked about it last week, the fact about playing against men in the G League. I don't think that can be understated because you're not going to get by with athleticism against grown men who are also one step away from the NBA at any particular time. So he had to learn other ways to score, and I think that might be getting undervalued, at least right now. I can imagine in a couple of years, as we see more of these G League Ignite guys come through to the NBA, that that starts to get a lot of weight placed upon it. Is who did you play against? Did you play against college guys, from the ACC, or did you play against guys from the Big Sky, or did you play against guys who have been to college, who have gotten a taste of the NBA Summer League, who are in the G League trying to get into the NBA? And I think when you see the answer and when you see those stats kind of line up, although they may not look as great at first, considering, Green could have probably gone to college and averaged like 25 points a game or whatever, shot 40-some% from 3-point range, whatever. The stats that he put up against grown men, physically developed players, I don't think that can be shrugged off. I think there's a lot to love about Jalen Green. And if he's there, I've said before, that's my preference would be Green, Mobley, Suggs in that order, 1, 2, and 3. Green's number 1 for me. And the experience he had with G League Ignite, along with the scoring ability, is why I put him give him that distinction.
Yeah, I think the Cavs definitely need a guy that can score and kind of create his own shot and can knock down a little bit of an outside shot. And that's, I think, what you're saying is he kind of needs to develop that outside shot a little bit there, but it is there in him. Is that kind of what what you have seen from the reports and what you've seen?
Absolutely. And I'll preface this again saying I don't think the Cavs can go wrong with any of these 3 guys. Any of these 3 guys would be the best prospect they've drafted in the Kobe Allman era. But when I see Green, I see, again, that shot creator that you need. You need guys who are going to be able to get their own shots. And for a team that has not been able to score consistently, they were one of the worst teams offensively, one of the worst 3-point shooting teams. Obviously, you have a creative playmaker in Darius Garland, but you need more shot creation ability. I know Colin Sexton did that for you, but to get that in a 6'5" package, a guy who's 6'5", 6'6", granted needs to add some weight. I think, he'll do that naturally over the course of the next couple of years. But to have those tools already and to see that there's good elements in his shot already tells me that there's still a lot of upward mobility to go, that he's got true all-star potential. Is he a superstar? I don't know. We'll obviously have to wait and see, but everything is there for him to be an impact player for whoever takes him.